What's going on, guys? This is Empty Box, and this is Blacklight Retribution. Today I'm going to be playing some Capture the Flag with the machine gun. And yes, I'm going to be capturing flags with the light machine gun. Everybody runs flags, quote unquote, with machine guns, right? Yeah, I do. Anyways, I want to talk about Capture the Flag in this game, the light machine guns, and I think I might have one other thing that I want to talk about, but I can't quite remember right now. So anyways, let's begin. Capture the Flag in this game is pretty freaking awesome. You know, usually I do not play Capture the Flag. I'm not too terribly much of a Capture the Flag type of guy. I'm either, team deathmatch or a conquest type mode. Mostly, in pretty much every game, except for Tribes, where the only game I play over there is Capture the Flag. But in that game, Capture the Flag just feels like the right mode to be playing. You know, it's built around Capture the Flag. But anyways, the thing that makes Capture the Flag in this game unique and so much fun for me is the fact that you can't sprint when you have the flag. You know, as you can see right now, that is the longest freaking walk ever. When you have the flag, everybody on the enemy team knows where you are because you have an icon over your head when you have the flag. Plus, they have the visor mode so they can see exactly where you are and which corner you're going to be coming around. It just makes it that much more, it ups the level of paranoia. Because you know everybody's going to be sprinting to your location more likely than not. Because everybody knows exactly where you are. It definitely makes working with a quote-unquote battle buddy that much more important. Because really, you're probably not going to get back to your flag stand if you just try and take the flag and get back solo. Usually it's not going to happen unless the rest of your team has already pushed up far enough that, there's really not too terribly far to go unprotected. That just really, honestly, makes it so much more fun. I can't stress how much that one little changes the amount of fun that this mode offers. Because really, I absolutely hate Capture the Flag in these types of shooters. I mean, I really am not a Capture the Flag guy, but in this one, that one little small thing, I'm serious. It also does make taking flags with the machine guns actually viable, which is something in most games where there's movement penalties for, the heavier weapons, isn't really a viable option. I think about a game like a Call of Duty or something, or a Tribes even. If you don't take the flag with a submachine gun or with the Pathfinder class in either one of those titles, you just move so slowly that it's just not even viable. You're just going to get run over from behind as you try and make it back to your base, more likely than not. I mean, there's just a huge speed gap. But when you can't actually sprint, it doesn't really matter because really they walk similar speeds, to be perfectly honest. But anyways, the light machine guns in this game are pretty interesting, I should say. They recently, as far as I know, they were buffed up a little bit, but they weren't exactly changed completely. They are higher damage weapons, usually 3 or 4 shot kill pretty consistently, but they do have more spread. I don't think the recoil is too terribly bad or too difficult to control, but that's just me. The thing that will get you though is the spread, so I would probably actually suggest going with a weapon build that does focus on removing spread rather than recoil. Because usually a lot of attachments reduce either spread, a lot of attachments reduce recoil. I don't think there's too many slots where you can actually reduce both of them at a significant amount that will actually end up mattering in the actual gameplay for you. So, that's my thoughts on that. I do think the machine guns definitely are actually usable. They are pretty consistent, especially in close quarters. If you can get at them in close quarters, and you don't do what I do and spaz out and like randomly mash the right mouse button to aim, they can actually be very effective in close because of the fact that they do have higher damage. Really, I think in this game that they don't necessarily, work too terribly well at range. They actually are pretty decent close quarters weapons, which is kind of strange to think about because really, in this game, with spread the way it is, because all weapons in this game are heavily affected by spread, except for the combat rifle, which is the one thing that gun really excels at, if you ask me. That is a pretty powerful weapon. I think some people have said that gun is that type of gun is just useless. But really, there's no spread on the thing, so it's like a laser beam. And it fires pretty darn fast, and it kills pretty darn quick. But anyways, the machine guns, though, they will tear you up in close, which is something that I probably didn't take too terribly much advantage of this game. This was actually, I think, the first time I had played with this machine gun. I just basically decided I was going to mess around with the receivers a little bit more and use different types of weapons. So I was purchasing a bunch of them on one-day trials for 200 game points or whatever, which, going back to that, which I mentioned in my original video on this game, the permanent unlocks are just hugely expensive. They really are, but at the same time, 200 game points is basically one game. And for one game, I can, basically buy whatever type of gun I want. Be it machine gun, assault rifle, heavy assault rifle, burst fire rifle, which is a beast and a half. And I'll probably have some more gameplay with the burst fire rifle, but so really that's not too terribly bad. It really isn't. One game, and you can play whatever type of rifle you want. Not too terribly difficult, but at the same time, it just angers me that it takes so much more. Because I don't play this game every day. It does make the one-day purchases a little bit more viable for me. But at the same time, when I go play another game and don't play this game for a while, I really do hate the fact that I don't have the same guns I have when I originally played. And pro tip, use that HRV, find that weak spot, shoot that guy right there in the back as he's getting hit from the front, and boom, that's how you destroy a hard suit while you're the flag carrier. And I'm going to be going back to that stand, and yeah, I will be killing this guy because winner, winner, give me some chicken dinner as I'm going to try and deposit this flag. So, bye.